And in the absence of that, we have a couple of our members on the call. We have a new member as well as members that have been around for a while. So instead of hearing me tell about what Dynamite is, I'd much rather you hear it from them. So Gerard, do you want to give everyone a brief overview of what Dynamite is and why you decided to join our community?
Sure. So good morning, everybody. My name is Gerard Rejo. I joined Dynamite maybe 6 or 7 months or so ago. And I'm involved in a bunch of different networking groups, not necessarily all business related. But what attracted me to Dynamite was, number one, the people in this group are really, really good in terms of trying to help each other out. It's a low pressure group, which is different than a lot of the other ones. So it's really a group that goes out of its way to try and help each other out, make introductions, but without the pressure cooker that a lot of other places are. So that's what I like. And to quote Rajiv, what do you say? Networking done differently. And I think that's true of this group. So that is why I think a lot of the people have joined and stayed. So.
Awesome. Thank you, Gerard. Jessica, you joined Dynamite recently, right? So do you want to say a couple words on why and from your perspective, what Dynamite is?
Yeah, I think, I only joined...
Scott? No,
Yeah.
I was referring to Jessica.
Sorry.
Oh yeah, no, I just love to network, and it's hard right now with meeting in person. So I appreciate the virtual. It's reliable. I like a weekly event. I'm getting to know people, trying to help each other out in any way we can, and just very friendly and laid back. So.
Awesome. Yeah. Thank you, Jessica. Larry?
Morning, everybody. I've been a member almost a year now. Wow, can you believe it? And I find it's a networking group with that bang, the Dynamite. It's every week I meet a new connection, at least one. The reason I joined was the first meeting I went to, Rajiv connected me with at least 2 people who became clients. I mean, it was just that fast. And just throughout the year, I've met just a lot of great people, a lot of great networkers. Everyone seems to, who come here, just really enjoy networking and meeting new connections. And this is where connections are made. So I keep coming back.
Awesome. Thank you, Larry. Thank you for that. Okay, so you've heard from a few of our old members and new members. So welcome all of you to another exciting episode of Dynamite Networking, where we do networking differently. You might say, differently? How? Well, you're going to find out momentarily. Oh, wow. Speak of the devil and the devil appears. Okay, that's Joel. Oh, and Lynn. Ooh, is rating leadership now. Okay, that's good. Hey, Lynn, welcome.
Hi there. Sorry, computer problems.
Yeah, no, it's been like going around. Hi, Joel, welcome.
Hi, sorry, having trouble finding the link. You'd think it would be easy to find after all this time.
Yeah. Okay, so we're about to kick off the meeting. And Lynn, are you able to drive the meeting? Or, I mean, I'm obviously here for air cover, obviously, but.
Sure. Okay, so we're going to have 3 rounds. Just so everybody knows, welcome. I see some new members, so welcome to the group. We're a very kind of close-knit group, and the idea is to reignite authentic connection and to help and support each other through our businesses and through what we're doing. So I'm the president of Dynamite Networking Group. And like I say, we're going to have 3 different rounds. The first one is a icebreaker question so that we get to know each other personally, because you've got to like and know somebody before you're going to recommend them or refer them. And the second round will be very quickly, what do you do and what do you love about it? And then the third round is your ask. If in the meantime, while people are going around, if you could put your details in the chat so that if people want to contact you later, they can. Okay, so I think we should start with you then, Rajiv. What's the icebreaker question for today? Do you have any idea? Or
I was actually going to ask you, Lynn.
okay, let's have something that's the reason we do an icebreaker is because it raises the energy level. So what do you like about this time of year, whether it's too hot, too cold? What is it that makes you really jump out of bed in the morning and think this is a wonderful day? So we'll go around and you can elaborate on the question. What makes you jump out of bed in the morning in this time of year? Okay, so let's start with Gerard, so as a standing member.
All right, so what I like about this time of year, I like the fact that we've made it through winter. Surfing season is here, the water's getting warmer, and that's what makes me very, very happy is warmer ocean temperatures.
Perfect, thank you. Okay, right, so Larry, what makes it good for you about this time of the year? What makes you jump out of bed?
It's not so cold when I jump out of bed, so it's it's easier to get out of bed because it's warming up and you can smell the fresh air, and it's just it's nice. You want to spend more of the day instead of sleeping it away this time of year.
Cool. Hi, Rudy. Okay, Jessica, welcome. What's good for you at this time of year? What makes you leap out of bed?
My kids are very excited for the warm weather, so they're waking me up way too early. It's not necessarily something I want to do.
Sounds good. Thank you, Jessica. Okay, Meg, what about you? What makes you like this time of year? What do you like about this time of year?
Morning, everybody. I'm new to the team or new to the group. I met Rajiv in a networking group that's run out of Canada. I like this time of year because I have a boat and it's boating season. It kicks off in April, where we load the boat, we put it in the water, we get it clean, and you go out on the water, and the season begins with a sweatshirt and then slowly moves into bathing suit weather. So that's what I like about this time of year.
Cool. You see how we're getting to know people as what they actually like rather than just their business. Andrea, what about you? What makes you leap out of bed first thing in the morning?
Similar to Meg. So I live in Canada as well. Rajiv invited me, and the scene behind my head tells you everything, because we can be nomadic. So I'm 3 hours out of the city, buried in a forest on a river right now, and can't complain.
Beautiful. Thank you. Okay, Krista, what about yourself?
Yeah, good morning, everyone. Rajiv is the ultimate networker, I can say. I've known him for a while, and he's been saying, you got to come, you got to come. So Rajiv, I'm here. So thank you for having me. I would say spring is all about possibility, and the shift in the season I like because there's a lot of new possibilities being out in the warm weather. But I just find this season is about change and what's like next for the summer. So.
Perfect. Thank you. Is it Toppy or Toppy Tamara? Is that your full name?
Yes, it is. It's one hyphenated name. Good morning.
Good morning.
I was invited here by Rajiv, so I'm just visiting. And this time of the year, I like it because I'm from the island, and so winter is never my favorite time of the year. So summer gives me joy, gives me a little pep in my step, and the sunshine really helps me to get going. So this is my favorite time of the year. So thank you.
Perfect. Nice to meet you. And I forgot to say, Krista, the advantage of turning up when somebody begs and begs and begs you is that I actually introduced Rajiv to his wife because I kept begging him to turn up to one of my Toastmasters. It's not going to happen for everybody, but
Lynn, that's a big bar right there. You just said, I heard the story too. I was at his wedding. It was such a lovely story. I think, so it's a good one.
Perfect. So that's what happens when you beg somebody to come to something. Okay, Joel, what about yourself?
Just the weather. You can get out now, run around. explore all sorts of different places. Great, the fruit is seasonal, so some of my old hobbies would be, it's the perfect time, doing some brewing, some mead making. In my very old days, I used to run around in armor and beat my friends over the head with sticks. It's the perfect weather to start doing that.
Remind me not to come and see you on one of those days. I don't want to beat you over the head. Excellent. Cool, thank you. Rudy, what about you?
What gets me out of bed in the morning, other than a naturally high level of cortisol? My 3 kids, my wife, just raring to go, like just get things done. My whether it be to-do list kind of thing, which is to-do list can be go to the beach. That could be on your to-do list, to get your butt to the beach and enjoy yourself and take some R&R. We have to, keep that in mind. And in this time of the year, I love it more and more. I know when you asked this question a while ago, I said, I love the fact that I don't have to shovel sunshine out of my driveway. So it's awesome. That's why. Yeah.
Perfect. Thank you. Vimal, we can't see you, but welcome. What do you like about this time of year? And what gets
So can you hear me clearly?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. So I'm based in New Delhi in India. So I'm just coming for the first time. Rajiv invited me here. So I believe this time of the year is a moderate weather for us, because in Delhi in December temperature goes down to 2 degrees centigrade, and in June it goes up to 44 degrees centigrade. So this is a moderate season for us. So that's what I like. The weather is good.
Vimal, just so you know, your voice, your sound isn't so clear. So we don't want to miss any of the good stuff. So I don't know whether you can get closer to the microphone or what it is, but you're not so.
Can you hear me now?
That's a bit better. Yeah, you're getting kind of back feed.
Okay.
Okay.
I don't have a headset, but I'll make another effort.
Yeah, I actually am not able to hear what he's saying. It might be a connection issue.
Yeah. Well, we'll.
Yeah. Take the audio on Zoom. So
Vimal, yeah, we're not able to hear anything you're saying. Maybe you could just put your responses in the chat. I think that might be better.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Yeah, Lynn, yeah, so let's continue along.
Okay. So, Rajiv, your turn. Apart from, of course, this was the month of your wedding. What do you like about this time of year? And you will always remember this time of year.
Indeed, I will, Lynn. Indeed, I will.
He better remember this time of year.
Yeah. Well, Lynn, I think I'm gonna, in the true Toastmasters table topics fashion, I'm gonna select the earlier question, which was what gets you to jump out of bed in the morning? And it's usually elbow to the ribs from Tarek, who's like, get out, I have a meeting in whatever, 20 minutes or 30 minutes. I need to jump into the shower, get out of bed so I can do the beds or whatever. So that usually is pretty successful in making me spring from the bed and land on my feet most times. Yeah, I'm going to go with that.
And if anybody doesn't know, Rajiv's not a morning person. So, that didn't to the ribs. Okay. And so you see my background is my garden. This is from last year, but this is what makes me get out of bed, because I can feed the animals, which are the cat, the birds, the squirrels, water my plants, and then I might actually be able to get us some breakfast. But that's what gets me out in the morning, because the birds tweet until I actually feed them. So now we kind of get to know each other a little bit better. The next round is about saying who you are, who you work for, and what you love about what you do and what you love about it. So Gerard, do you want to go first again, please?
Lynn?
Sorry?
Lynn, before we do that, can we take a quick picture? At this time, everyone's very happy about, what they just said about, their day, or, like we were talking about something very pleasant. So everyone get your pull down your happy face. Well, you already have your happy face out, so not much pulling required. I just do that just to make you smile. So on the count of three, 1, 2, 3.
Cool.
Okay. Hopefully that came out well. And yeah, but let's continue along.
Okay, so Gerard, sorry we interrupted you. Who
Okay.
are you? What do you do? And why do you love what you do?
Got it. So I'm Gerard Rejo. I'm a financial advisor with Edward Jones Investments. I've been involved in financial markets for 25 plus years. Before Edward Jones, I ran a trading desk for JP Morgan and had my own operation on the floor of the New York Stock Exchange. So why I love what I do is I feel like I'm helping people every day, which is, it gives me a lot of happiness. And my job also has some flexibility to it. So that's what I do, and that's why I love it.
Perfect. Thank you, Gerard. Okay, Larry, you're up.
Yeah, my name is Larry Rosenthal. I am the owner of Rosenthal IP Law. It's been around about a year, a little bit less. And I practice intellectual property. That's what the IP stands for. It's patents, trademarks that protect brands and products. And I love it because I love the study of the law, which is a change from the engineering. But at the same time, I get to keep one foot in with the engineering because I work with inventors who are coming up with new and great technology.
Thank you, Larry. Jessica, tell us a little bit about you, please.
Sure. I work for Insperity out of East Brunswick, New Jersey. And we work with small to medium-sized businesses, helping them with payroll, but most importantly, their HR. We're very proactive, and benefits as well. And I love my job just because I love to network and I love, making my own schedule.
Perfect. Thank you, Jessica. Meg?
I am co-founder of Beacon Partners, and I help the Gerards of the world. I help independent financial advisors work on their business and so that they can serve their clients more efficiently. We help them with coaching and consulting in a variety of disciplines, including emotional intelligence and brand and culture, and really work on the foundational aspects of running their business. A pipeline and getting clients and achieving their goals is great, but foundational aspects of any organization, but primarily the financial advisor, which is where I grew up in Merrill Lynch. That's where I put my efforts, and I really enjoy doing that because we are able to affect significant change for those offices and help them achieve their goals.
Thank you, Meg. Andrea?
Yeah, so my name is Andrea Austin. Good question. I am part of a very unique organization who focuses on what we call the evolution of consciousness, which means raising awareness, raising emotional intelligence, and helping, in my language, strengthening the connection to the soul. My second part of that, though, is raising conscious awareness in business. My background is business and focusing on helping people realize the greater potential of business when it's done from a conscious place of love. So that's me.
Thank you, Andrea. And Krista?
Hi, I founded the company Spark Truth, and I'm a leadership consultant coach. And my passion is for people, kind of what Andrea was saying, aligned with Andrea and even Meg a little bit. It's helping people connect with who they are and what they have to offer. And lately, I've been doing a lot of work in boundaries and helping people really connect with their own boundaries. I think we lose our own boundaries first, especially as a small business owner, where, we're working late hours, we accept less pay than we should, that sort of thing. So I come from the corporate space, the financial space in learning and development. So I've been on my own for 5 years. It's been a ride, right? You learn a lot about yourself when you work for yourself. It's very humbling, but very rewarding at the same time. So thank you for having me, Rajiv, and being persistent.
Thank you, Krista. Toppy Tamara.
Hi, good morning again. I am the owner of Topes Virtual Consulting, where I'm a virtual bookkeeper. I help small businesses to stay focused on their bookkeeping because so many of them wait until tax season to know their numbers, and that's not where they want to be. So I go in, help them to make sure that their business is successful in that area from the beginning of setting up, so that way it's not commingling their information with their personal stuff and stuff like that, just setting them up on the path to success. So that's what I do. I love what I do because I get to help people have those haha moments and get into like be on top of where their business need to be. And so they know whether or not their business is running profitable from month to month. And so if not, they can stop those leaks and be on their way to be thriving and profitable. So that's what I do. Thank you.
Thank you. And just before we go to Joel, don't forget to put into the chat what you do and your contact details so that if anybody wants to contact you afterwards. And this will be on the website, isn't it, Rajiv? It goes into the website. So, okay, Joel, with the sword in your hand, ready to bash somebody over the head. Please go ahead.
So, no, Lynn, you should say Sir Joel, because he's knighted, as you can very clearly see.
It is true. I was knighted. So I am a hypnotist and mindset coach, and I help people change beliefs and habits and get in their way and connect them to the best versions of themselves so they enjoy life more fully and become more successful. So I love what I do. I love helping people. It's incredibly creative process and a fun process. And yeah, I guess that's it.
Perfect. Thank you, Joel. Rudy, how about you, young man?
I wish I could give my commercial like Joel. Everything just comes so easy off his tongue. Everything like, hey, this is what I do. He's just so calm. Like it's almost like he's already starting the process. Anyway, I'm Rudy Grippo. For the last almost 17 years, I've just helped businesses thrive online. We've helped them create the kind of web presence that they need through a very engaging copy and web development and great branded videos to help them with their online presence. Why I love it, I love seeing new life in business owners' eyes, whether it's, you know, they've been around for a bit and they know they should be getting more business from the web. They should be, you know, getting those conversions that they want to see on their site and just giving them direction overall for their online presence. I'm like the creative agency doctor, so to speak. We basically help each vertical in the right direction. So that's why I really love what I do.
Perfect. Thank you. Vimal, do you want to try again? And if we can't hear you, we'll have to resort to the chat.
Yeah, let me make another effort. Can you hear me now? No?
Sort of. What do you think, Rajiv?
No, can somebody hear me?
No, the audio is bad. Audio is bad. Vimal, yeah,
let me change the microphone.
Yeah, you can just use the chat.
Yeah, I'm really sorry, Vimal. It's just really bad and people are straining to hear you. Can you pop in?
Let me go to chat now. I'll go to chat now.
Thank you.
Yeah, perfect.
Sorry about that. Okay, Rajiv, you're up, young man.
Oh, what do I do and why I love it? So you've heard this song. You might have heard this song on the radio sometimes. Haters gonna hate, 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 hate. Shake it up, shake it up. Well, what that song does not say is that, well, when haters hate, unfortunately, they don't keep it to themselves. They go online and they spew all that garbage and crap about you and your company. And unfortunately, it sways good customers away from you and potential customers far away from you. So what do? We delete. Yes, you heard me. Delete, just like pressing the delete key on your keyboard. We delete all that junk out of Google. We deleted out of the reviews, the bad reviews that they might post on Google, Facebook, Amazon, etc., as well as any bad press that might arise out of this. And we delete all that stuff from Google. And why? Because my why in this life is to leave the world happier than I found it. And nothing gives more happiness than having your stress eliminated. So what we do eliminate stress. And that's why I love it. That gleam of relief in the client's eye when his problem has been evaporated is just to live for. And that's my why.
Perfect. Thank you, Rajiv. Okay, so I'm Lynn Donaldson from Connectors Strategic Solutions Group. We help life science companies who think it's really easy to launch a product, and we help them to earn extra billions of dollars in sales through successful product launches. And we do that by bringing subject matter experts in to help them with their product launch. And we usually work with them about 24 months prior to launch. So we'll help them develop the strategy and then implement that strategy. And the reason why I love doing this is because when the product is launched, we're actually helping patients who need the products the most. So for example, one of the products that we work on is a dermatology product, and one of the patients would get up every morning and leave his skin behind because he would slough off because he had such a problem with, he had a dermatology problem, but the product we work with actually stops that. So now he can lead a normal life. It's about the patient at the end of the day. So that's why I love what I do. Okay, the next round is, what are you asking? So what you're asking, be as specialized as you can. So is it, I want to target legal advisors, or I want to target specific areas. So be as specific as you can. So Gerard, would you like to kick us off, please? What are you looking for? How can the rest of us help you? Who do you need referrals to, or who do you need to be introduced to?
Great. So as I said before, I'm a financial advisor. So a big focus of my financial advisory practice is dealing with people that are in some kind of life transition. A lot of my clients are in job transition. So those are very good referrals for me, or somebody going through any other sort of life change, maybe close to retirement or in retirement. So those are potentially really, really good referrals for me.
Cool, thank you. Larry?
I am my ideal clients are small individuals or small companies, even medium-sized companies. So ideal referrals are people who work with those types of companies, who advise them, have their ear, maybe small business attorneys, business consultants, anybody you can think of who works with that sort of clientele.
Thank you. Joel, you've got to jump. Do you want to go next?
Sure. Healthcare practitioners and alternative healthcare practitioners. So doctors, chiropractors, acupuncturists, massage therapists, folks who have clients who are stressed out and or need to stop smoking or do weight loss, things like that. So bad habits, bad beliefs that need changing.
Thank you. Jessica, are you still there? I see you've put your screen off.
Yeah, I'm really sorry. The inspector just rang my doorbell, and I'm just getting my dog inside for him. Give me 1 sec. I can go next if you don't mind.
Yeah, sure. Okay, so Andrea.
I would just say connections or people that are interested in consciousness as a whole, or have unique businesses that are focused on consciousness. I'm always curious to see how they're making their way out into the world, or somebody who's just looking for a very unique perspective of the world and open to change.
Thank you. So Jessica, shall we go back to you? What do you?
Yeah, I'm sorry, I'm having a day. So I work with small to medium-sized business owners with about 5 to 150 employees that are W-2. And they want to just, improve their company culture, have better employee retainment, consolidate all of their vendor relationships like payroll, 401k, all of that. And just, want to make their company better. It's kind of Inspirity's goal. Just to make them strengthen their, the way they look into the world.
Thank you. Krista?
Yeah, hi, thanks. I am looking to probably get more out in the world by doing podcasts and different talks. So if you know of people that are looking for people to speak, it'd be more like on self-development, like boundaries and that sort of thing. I'd love to just do that and get Mayor out in the world. So if there are podcasts you recommend or people that are running podcasts, that would be great.
Okay, thank you. Topi Tamara? Please tell me if I'm pronouncing it incorrectly.
No, you are. You actually got it right the first time. So my ask, CPAs are my ideal clients because most of them don't like the bookkeeping aspect of it. So I like working with those. So that's my ask. Thank you.
Okay, cool. Thank you. Rudy?
My ask actually is, I know it's been the same every week, but it's just been crazy. Anybody in the real estate industry or market that is looking to brand themselves, they want to be able to stand out more in the brokerage that they're working in. That seems to be like my hot button for the last couple of months. Have been doing a great deal of work with Keller Williams and a few other brokerages regarding that. So that's really my ask today. If anybody who might be in that sector trying to either get their business started or get more into bringing people into real estate is really what I'm going after at this point.
Oh, thank you. And Vimal, have you put in your ask for the chat? Yes, I see it. So Vimal is a MD of an advertising company, M-Caliber Technologies, and they've patented ad server with 43 global patent claims. Okay. And so you've got Vimal's details there. What about you, Rajiv? What's your ask? Who are you trying to meet?
Yeah, my ask is to meet other professionals in marketing and PR. Oftentimes, other professionals will white label us for our reputation repair service for their clients. And this way they continue to be the point of contact for their clients. And we do the work, and it's a win-win for everyone. And so I kind of like want to expand my network of PR and advertising professionals, and as well as people in cybersecurity. So if anyone knows people in cybersecurity, IT, that would be great too.
Fantastic. Okay, and Krista, one of our normal attendees, Rocky Malvani, does a lot of podcasts. You might see he does more. He's the profit man, and he might kind of decide.
Profit answer man.
Sorry, and so he might, you might want to chat with him about podcasts. But okay.
Thank you.
We'll try and introduce. I think Rajiv, can you put Rocky's email in the chat, please? Because he's not going to come on today, is he?
Yeah. So. Oh, right. Yeah. So what I'll be doing is I'll be sharing our member list, which is an Excel file. I'll be dropping that in the chat shortly after we finish this round. So it'll be like ready and prepared and formulated with the links and everything. So it's got like everyone's link to their LinkedIn and Calendly and all that good stuff.
Thank you.
And yeah, just one request, after you get that list, please don't add anyone to any mailing list without their express permission. Doing so violates our terms of use and our grounds for having you be disinvited from future events. Okay, now that I've done with the legalese, let's continue.
Okay, so I'm kind of looking for medical directors within life science companies. And the reason I'm looking for medical directors is because often they don't know how to launch products. They maybe have come out of the industry or come out of practice and they get told to launch this product and they're like, what do I do? So that's where we come in. Okay, so has anybody got any events that are coming up that they want to? Okay, Jessica, do you want to share your event just so if anybody wants to join your event?
Yeah, so my boss is you know, we're allowed to join it. We're starting an event, but it has to be for like people who are going to be able to refer business to one another that work with business owners, kind of. But it's virtual. It's June 2nd. Whoever thinks they'd be a good fit is welcome. It's a margarita making class, so they're gonna get a big box of like all margarita mixes and alcohol, and we're gonna have someone leading the class that helps, you know, lead it, and then I'll speak a little bit.
You had me at margaritas.
Yeah, right. I know. I should have said that first.
Sounds cool. Anybody else got an event that they're putting on? Go on, Rudy.
Unfortunately, I can't invite you all to it, but I do have a big virtual event next week for a big company called Masco. They're doing like basically trying to bring together like a couple of hundred employees that they have just in Michigan alone. I didn't realize what a big company they are. It was like insane. We were looking to incorporate other countries. They have offices, but one thing at a time, so to speak. Even in the virtual world, you have to pay mind to the time.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's a shame you can't invite us.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah.
Have you got an event coming up or anything, Rajiv?
No, none that comes to mind.
Anybody else got an event or something that they want to share with the group? Because this is about helping each other in our companies, helping us grow, because that's the important thing. It's all right going to a networking event where you just hear what people do. That's why we do the round of getting to know one another, because then when you like people, you're more likely to refer them. But if you don't know what other people are doing, if they're doing a specific event, you can't turn up and support them. One of the other things we thought about, perhaps you can talk to it, Rajiv, was about supporting each other on LinkedIn and other social media. So if you see something, comment. Do you want to talk to it, Rajiv?
Yeah, thanks for that, Lynn. So we created, this is currently offered for members only. So what we've done is we've created like a LinkedIn chat that we've added all our members to, and anytime anyone creates a post on LinkedIn, we request that you add that link to the chat, like immediately after you do the post, and this way all of us can then kind of swarm there and react to it by hitting all the buttons except the thumbs up button, because LinkedIn devalues that reaction button instead of the other ones, because you got to take some time more, half a second more to use the other ones. So use like celebrate or heart or support or any one of those other reaction buttons, as well as add a comment, like a thoughtful comment. And LinkedIn, the algorithm looks at that amount of interaction and engagement shortly after any post has been made as good. So it then props up that content in everyone's feed. So it's basically good for the poster as well as people that, are an active participant on LinkedIn, because it just elevates your profile even more. So it's like a win-win for everyone.
Yeah. And in this time, we all want to get our name out and get out what we do. So by supporting one another, we're actually helping ourselves as well. So it's about giving and receiving. So if you can do that, that would be a great help. Okay.
I also met Gene in here. You know, Gene from the Westfield Greater Chamber.
Right, yeah.
And I'm going to his event on June 10th that he's having. It's in Westfield, New Jersey.
Oh, it's in person?
Yeah, it's at the Echo Lake Country Club. It's a professional networking event from 6 to 9. So I'm attending that as well. I reached out to him after our call one day.
Oh, nice. Also, well, let us know how it goes.
New Jersey people, feel free. Maybe Gerard can come.
So Rudy suggested that we have potentially have a social night, seeing as people actually can get together now. Just quickly, where are you all based? Jessica, where are you based?
New Jersey.
New Jersey. Andrea?
Toronto, Canada.
Gerard?
He's New Jersey.
New Jersey.
Yeah.
About 45 minutes.
Larry?
Westfield, New Jersey.
Okay. Rudy?
Long Island.
Long Island. Okay. Toppy Tamara?
I'm in Bronx, New York.
Okay. So we've got New York, New Jersey, and Toronto. Krista?
Pennsylvania.
Okay, and then Vimal's in India. Rudy, did you mean a virtual social or a proper get together social?
I mean, ideally, I would love to do the face-to-face thing, but I know people have their sensitivities to it. So whatever people are open to.
Yeah, I like the idea. So maybe we can organize something. Unfortunately, Bimal, Andrea, and Krista might not be able to join, but we can try and organize something. Hi, Rocky. We were just talking about you.
I'm here. I'm going to be in New York City the weekend of the 5th.
Nice.
Okay, cool. Rocky.
Oh, awesome. So maybe we could plan something around that, because Rocky is all the way in the mighty
Country.
state of, of Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, if everyone can and Rocky, which month are you visiting?
I'm coming in June 4th and 5th.
June 4th. Okay, and next month. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So maybe we could try to plan something around then. It's going to be, I think, slightly warmer weather also. And what we also could do is that, for all of our friends that are outside of New York, New Jersey area, like, other parts of the East Coast as well as the West Coast, we could maybe do like a virtual happy hour, and of course we could, in fact, Lynn throws an amazing game night. So maybe we could do something like that. It's a lot of fun. It's slightly competitive, but it's a lot of fun.
Sounds like fun.
Question, my husband or myself. So Rocky, do you want to have your pictures too? For the first starter question was, what makes you get up in the morning in terms of what about this time of year makes you want to get up? And then the second bit, of course, was who you are, what you do, and why you love it. And then the third bit is what you're looking for. So you get to do it all in one, as usual.
So I love spring. Like everything's coming alive. I just went out this morning and the rose bushes are starting to bloom. The flowers are all coming alive. It's, the world is coming back to life, which is really, really cool. What do? I work with small business owners and I ensure that they are all profitable. Most of them do not look at their financial statements. They cringe when it comes to the numbers. And the reality is you cannot run a business unless you understand the business of business. So I make sure that they are profitable. As far as an ask, honestly, I'm just promoting my 2 podcasts. So Profit Answer Man helps you to understand the numbers in your business without getting technical. And Richer Soul is all about, hey, once you've got the money to live the life of your dreams, what does that look like? And so that's it.
Rocky, that's great. Thank you. And Krista, I think you probably should talk to Rocky because she was talking about podcasts and being a guest on a podcast. Do you want to explain, Krista?
Yes, I'm looking to get out there more, and I think podcasts are a fun way to do it. My business is all about self-development, so I work with leaders all over the world now. I'm global. So my topic is more around boundaries. I think now more than ever, it's having good boundaries with yourself and everyone else, especially with work and home life being so blended now with COVID. So yeah, so I'd love to reach out and see if it's a fit for what you're looking for as well.
Sure. So I have friends who run an event called PodMax, and I'll put the website in there. It's literally an all-day event, and you get to be on 5 podcasts.
Oh, wow.
And you'll make a ton of connections that you can then get on even more podcasts.
Okay, great. Thank you.
That's amazing, Rocky. Thank you, because I'm sure everybody in the room could benefit from that, because it's about getting your message out there.
Let me see if I have my link to that. I should have a link.
And Jessica, while Rocky is, looking for that, I don't know if you've had a chance to have a chat with Rocky, but I highly recommend that you do, because, well, Rocky is a wellspring of information. If that small collection of books behind him is any clue, and those are all real, I might add, it's not a Zoom background. And he can prove it by just reaching back and picking up and it's almost kind of funny because we're talking about some concept, and then Rocky will have that book on hand. It's very annoying, and he'll just like take it out and say like, yeah, this book. It's just like brilliant. I don't know how he does it, or I don't know. He's just like brilliant, I guess. So
Yeah, I'll definitely reach out. I know I'm on LinkedIn with him, but
yeah, and also Rocky, I know that you post a lot of content on LinkedIn. So anytime you do so, if you could also paste that link in that LinkedIn chat thing that we've created so we can support each other's content, that would be great, because then it gives us an opportunity to support each other in a meaningful way. And it's a win-win for everyone. So if you could do that, that'd be like super helpful.
Do you want us to do that with pre-existing posts as well, Rajiv, or no?
I mean, it works better for fresh posts, but hey, well, let's get the ball started with any post you might have done.
Oh, I'm sure. Okay.
So the link, Rajiv, do you want to put it in the chat? Is there a specific link?
No, it lives within a LinkedIn chat. So the only way you'd see it is if you're on LinkedIn and that chat is kind of like open, and then you'll see it populate as the feed, continues.
Okay, cool. I just wanted to make sure if there was something. Okay, and Toppy tomorrow and Rocky might want to have a little chat. Toppy, Toppy tomorrow, do you want to say what you do so that you and Rocky can maybe have a chat?
Oh, okay. Yes, so I'm a virtual bookkeeper, and I help small businesses to stay on top of their financials and stuff like that. So that's what I do. Thank you.
Okay, I work with a lot of bookkeepers.
So you might have a connection there to help one another out. Does anybody want to have a chat with anybody here that you see a connection with, where you might have a similarity or a synergy? I mean, we've got the details in the chat, but it was
I think that I might have said this earlier. So, like Jessica, I think you should definitely have a chat with Toppy and Rocky. I think it makes a lot of sense. It potentially might make sense to have a chat with Larry too, because Larry works with several like companies and startups, and obviously now it's worth a conversation to figure out the scale of the companies that Larry works with. But it's possible that there might be a portion of his client base or access to clients that kind of fit within your minimum criteria. So I mean, like I said,
I told Larry, because I deal with a lot of companies, and when there's a legal matter, we can only assist them so far. So I told Larry I'm actually going to have a referral or two for him shortly.
Oh, awesome. Amazing. Larry actually started out his introduction by saying that, actually boasting that it was just, he was bathing in referrals from like day one or something, right, Larry?
Yes. Perfect.
That's cool. Because if we, sorry, go on, Larry.
So I have a couple thoughts. Krista, I know I met a person. I gotta find out. I gotta look through my Rolodex. Who integrates podcasts with business strategies. So he might be a good connection for you. And Rudy, do you? I know you got that big. You work a lot with Keller Williams realtors. Do you work with them on the individual level? Like, would you like to meet a Keller Williams individual agent, or do you work more on the corporate side and then they hand
I've actually done both, Larry. I'm doing 3 different brokerages websites at this point, and I've done like almost 24 agents. So it's either or, whoever's looking for it is, and if it's specifically Keller, it could be Douglas Elliman, it could be any of these others as well. But I always use specifically when I sit with a Keller, I can show them another location. It's always like a great tool. So,
okay.
But
I'll connect you with this agent. I think that would be good.
Actually, Rudy, like Rovina, joined Dynamite recently. I think she might be a little bit busy with meetings, and because I think there's a little bit of like a time conflict. But I would suggest that you like link with her, because I think she's with Warburg Realty, if I'm remembering the name correct. And so her details should be in that sheet that I'll be sharing as well.
Okay.
In fact, as I'm talking about that, maybe I should do that right now.
I'm going to save the chat. Thank you.
Yeah. I'm sending this file too. So I think the file should be like super helpful for everyone.
Perfect. Thank you.
Thank you.
And
so
thank
much.
you for putting the podcast information in the chat, Larry. Great. Great to see that. Because I've never heard of that before either, so that's good.
Oh,
Okay.
I was gonna say, for any of you, just a quick tip, if any of you are looking to do presentations or just being on Zoom, if you want a really cool integration and make you look just that much better than the next person, so to speak, check out something called if you've never heard of it. It's a really cool integration. It kind of makes you look like a sportscaster or somebody on like the news channel, where when you share your screen, it doesn't distort everybody and shove them over to the side. You could literally literally can shrink you down to the side or wherever you wish. And what you're talking about could be like right over your shoulder. So it makes speaking about subjects or giving a specific talk, even for masterminds, Rajiv, it would be great. I've been playing with it and it works on every platform. So it's really, really cool. And no joke, I'm not kidding. It's called like it's mmhmm.com. Like check it out. It's really, it's
wow. Can you like put it in the, can you put it in the chat or something?
Sure.
I mean, this is like very valuable information.
Yeah. When you see what this platform can do, the free version is super cool. And the paid version, I think, is like $8 or whatever. It's something very minimal, but it's pretty cool. Like what you can do with it and how official it can make you look, literally like you're on CNN or some sophisticated looking broadcast. It's really cool. You know, a lot of cool little caveats in the platform. So.
Oh, wow. Wait, did you add it or not yet?
Oh, I sent it to Lynn. I'm sorry. Yeah, I was messaging Lynn earlier, so it went right to her. There you go.
I'm really sorry, I have to go because I've got it at 11 o'clock and I need to, but that's really great. Thank you, Rudy. Lovely to meet everybody, and Rajiv will.
Yeah, I'll take over.
Perfect.
Thanks, Lynn.
Take
Yeah, see you, Lynn. Thanks again.
Take care.
And yeah, Krista, I was just saying, I think it might make sense for you to chat with Andrea because I'm noticing like a lot of synergies, especially since I think like when you guys have a conversation, I think the synergies will emerge even more. But I know that there are some very distinct and direct synergies because Andrea is focused on infusing the world with love through technology. And you're focusing on, attacking it from like the coaching side of it, since your focus now is boundaries, which I think has become more and more, even more important now, since all the worlds are like all meshed together with work life, home life, all kind of being one life. So I think it would be a great conversation. Just wanted to check, Andrea, did you put your info in the chat?
I put my LinkedIn profile, and funnily, before you mentioned that, I reached out to Krista direct because I was.
She's on it, Rajiv. She's on it.
It's like I think we should have coffee.
Yeah, no. Love is what everybody needs. I'm with you, Andrea. So.
Yeah. World would be a better place.
Energy is energy, and energy is money. So that's how I see abundance. So
I agree. It's all one big convoluted. I mean, I've been reading this really cool book written by the CEO of Whole Foods.
Yeah.
It's the first time I've been excited about the spirit of conscious business. And part of what I see is to start to educate how business has been bastardized. He talks about this multi-generational, sort of infusion on that business is bad and how that energy and consciousness is still dominating our world. And so I see part of this journey is to start and educate and re-educate, why business is good and what it does for lives and communities. And those dots have been connecting significantly because there is some, excuse my language, significant bullshit out there too that really is hurting, right? People's abilities to thrive in a business world because they think what they're doing is incoherent and incongruent. So it'll be interesting to see how it plays out.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's awesome. I wanted to say something, but I think I'm missing it. Okay, I'm sure it'll come to me.
Rudy just needs to know I started a new cleanse. I already lost 2 pounds. Day 2.
Awesome, brother. Which one? One? Another liver or colon?
Colon first, then liver, then kidney.
There you go.
Wow. Oh, yeah, it just came to me. So everyone, like if you guys want to do you're either a spotlight speaker or mastermind, whichever the case is, please message me in WhatsApp, in the WhatsApp channel, to let us know which date you'd like, and we can then like schedule it. And we want to approach it a little bit differently now. If you're planning on doing a mastermind, let us know what that topic is, so people can come a little bit prepared to kind of assist. And if you're doing a spotlight, that's fine too, but just let us know ahead of time. So
And can I ask what you
sure.
mean by mastermind? Because I don't think I've been on a call where this is only my second Dynamite call. So what does that mean to you?
Yeah, mastermind basically is a session similar to this where one of the members makes I don't know, like maybe a 5 or 7 minute presentation on what he or she does. And then so that talk is for context, and then presents a challenge to the group for problem solving. So let's say Larry does an amazing presentation on trademarks and patents and why it's essential for any business to think of that. And then I'm just making this up, he'll raise a question to the group about, hey, so what's the best way for me to reach out to businesses to let them know what I do, or how can I differentiate myself in this very crowded market? It could be any challenge like that, or it could be something as simple as, hey, does someone know a good CRM that I could use, or something. It could be anything like that. And then everyone just kind of shares their thought, their point of view. Some of those point of views are discussed as well. And it's a way for the member to leverage the entire brain power of the group for problem solving for their specific problem. And it's very likely that their problem is shared by other people in the room. So that's kind of the purpose of doing it. Cool. So we are at 1 minute past 11. So yeah, thanks for visiting. This brings us to the end of this amazing meeting. Please check us out next week. Next week is the more networking focused meeting, and it will most likely have a lot more people. And like I said, please factor in at least an hour, because if there are more than like 15 people, then it will be a slightly longer meeting. But we try to be very effective when it comes to time, or people's time. So yeah, just bear with us. So see you all next Tuesday at the exact same link. We have East Coast and West Coast next week. So please bring guests, and yeah, and definitely tune into Rocky's podcast, because it's awesome.
Yeah. Nice. Everyone enjoy your week. Be blessed.
Yeah.
Bye.
Yes, thank you. Nice to meet you all.
Take care.
Oh, and please save the chat if you'd like to. The chat is going to be cleaned up and posted on the website, but that typically happens like within about 48 or 72 hours after the meeting. So if you need it immediately, then please do so now, so that you can act on anything in there.
Bye-bye.
Cool.
Bye.
Awesome. See you, everyone.
Ciao.
Bye.